What is up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. This is Hack Mobile. Today I'm not going to really be doing any hacking, but I just wanted to, as my first kind of video back, do one of these videos. I've been seeing a lot of content creators putting up these videos of kind of what's on their phone, what's their everyday carry, as you would call. I'm not going to show you my wallet and all that shit because you don't really give a fuck, but as an everyday carry, as an apps. So let's get into it here. I had to delete my other video because I noticed at about 30 or 25 minutes, which is insanely long anyway, when I showed you the radio app, I lost all vocal, or all audio. So I'm going to try to make this video a little faster, a little better. But anyway, jumping into it. First off, we start with the weather widget app. It's also got a clock built in, but I mean, there's a clock there and there, so realistically, I don't need two clocks, but it's built into the app, so it is what it is. But the weather is the one I use it. I use it for 99% of the time. Oh shit, I'm getting attacked by a bee. Anyway, the weather is what I use it for. I check that multiple times a day. I love that app, and I've had every other weather app there probably is. And I don't really find any better ones than the stock, so I'm sticking with it. At least for right now, unless somebody can give me a better one, drop a comment. Let me know what you use. I'm willing to try anything. So next we got Play Store. That's an everyday use for me. Obviously, I think that is for everybody. Well, I don't know. I download a lot of apps and delete them the same day. I have a problem with that, so I am guilty of downloading an app and deleting it within like 30 seconds. And I download a lot. So I waste quite a bit of data probably just in doing that. Then you got Wickr Messenger. That app is actually supposed to be like a encrypted messaging app, but I like it for the fact that you can set a lot of timers. There's a lot of messaging options, I guess. Ways that people see your messages and how long they can see your messages for. Just a lot of options. It's very option packed. I'm probably not going to open it because it requires my thumbprint to open, and right now I'm trying to clean this slide out. So anyway, check that app out. I can get into it more in depth if that's something you guys are even interested in a later video. But let me know if you guys want me to go over these apps in further detail. Keep calculator always, because I always need to check my math and just double check. I don't know. I find myself using the calculator at least once a day. Then next up here, I'm going to click it. We got RuneScape. I play RuneScape. It's classic. It's not RS3. I think you can still play old school RuneScape online, like OSRS, but that's like 07 scape. This is like 2000 to 2002 RuneScape. So it's real old school, but I like it. Probably my favorite RuneScape that was ever out. And then App Cloner. App Cloner is how I made two RSC Revolution apps. I haven't really dug into App Cloner to its full potential yet. I'm kind of interested to get into that and see what I could use it on other apps. I mean, I imagine you could make almost two of any app. It seems to be pretty intuitive. Every time that I update RSC Revolution, the one app, it'll pop up and say, "We've noticed that RSC Revolution updated. Do you want to re-clone the app?" And it'll actually replace the cloned app for me and fix it. So that's pretty neat, I thought. I can click on it here. And recently cloned apps. And then, let's see. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if these are all apps that are clonable, I guess, but anyway, let's see if I can try and clone one for you here, just to give you a show of what it does. This one sucks. Let's do it. See, so you can clone number one. You can name it something different, change icon color, flip icon, rotate icon, add badge. I mean, you can do, there's so many modding options. It is ridiculous. Automation, Android Wear, TV, notification, networking options, launching options, storage options, endless options. It's amazing. So, give App Cloner a try. I mean, or at least check it out. It's pretty dope. Utilities, I use Memos quite a bit. My Files is only really a file application or file managing application, I guess you'd call it, that I've really ever used. I haven't found any that work better that aren't full of ads and bloatware, so I just use My Files. Mostly all I use it for is dragging files from that I download, like say in an app. I'll download a CD or a mixtape or maybe a movie. And when I do that, I need to take it from the app over to my SD card, because most apps, if you delete them like uTorrent, it'll delete everything that you've downloaded if you don't move it over to your SD card as you download it. Which I learned that the hard way a couple times with, like, maybe 50 gigs, 60 gigs worth of stuff. So no big deal, just re-download. But anyway, My Files, it's a great app. Clock, I set alarms. I have probably 5 or 6 alarms to wake up, and then a lunch alarm. Obviously contacts I don't ever use, so I just put it in there. YouTube, I probably use YouTube a little too much. I blow through my data in like 5-6 days usually. If I'm not on Wi-Fi, I haven't been on Wi-Fi recently. I moved and got a different job while I haven't been on YouTube, and that was a big reason, was because I don't have Wi-Fi anymore, and I very, very rarely have Wi-Fi. I actually just happen to have it out here. You'll probably recognize this place. I shot a lot of Tap Titans videos here. I'm here working on the truck again today, and the boats, so it's getting ready to be warm again. So we will be putting up more boating videos hopefully this year. Good stuff. Maps, I pretty much think that would be in at least the top 5, maybe the top 3 of all apps all time. Like since the beginning of Google Maps, it's probably been the dopest navigation app in my opinion, that's free. But I'm sure there are people out there who know better apps and have better apps, but that has saved my ass in every state you can drive to, plus Canada, Mexico, Alaska, and Hawaii. So, Maps, number one used app. Well, it's not my most used app, but I don't know where I'd be without it. So, definitely in my top 5, if not like top 3. Settings, everybody's got to have that on the main page. Everybody's in settings all the time. At least I am. I don't know. I've noticed in this camera does a pretty good job on this new S7 Edge I got. I'm hoping to bring you guys a lot of videos from this phone. I've actually been through about 3 or 4 phones in the last recent few months. I have Straight Talk, and I've been through some cheaper phones. I got a Galaxy S7 Edge, and it turned out that the person who sold it to me reported it lost or stolen after selling it to me. So, kind of learned my lesson the hard way, and since then I've owned a couple other S7 Edges, and because of switching in so many phones, and this is my third S7 Edge. I've had a gold one first that I ended up, the one that got reported stolen or lost, and I took it to the police station, tried to turn it into them. They didn't want the phone, they just reported it to insurance so they get another one. I called their insurance didn't want the phone, they just wouldn't let me use it. So I have it. I did some tests with it and smashed it a little bit, but none of that I'm not putting on. I didn't put any of that on YouTube because there's 100 YouTubers test every phone, so you guys know how strong these things are. But I had a gold one after that also, and then I had the titanium one, and I didn't like the titanium or the gold, and so I traded the gold for this blue one. So I have a titanium one and a gold one still. But this blue one I'm on right now is my favorite and the one I'm currently using. Um, Gallery, I keep it on here just because I'm always looking at pictures and showing people pictures. I do snap quite a few pictures, I guess. Not a lot of stuff that I share socially, but things that I think are cool and that I end up showing people. Mostly like car stuff and stuff for work, tools. But then you have Instagram. I think everybody does Instagram. I don't put anything on there, so there's no point in showing you mine. You guys wouldn't want to follow me. It's not really that interesting. Facebook, I do use Facebook a lot. I shouldn't, but I've been on it for like 12 years, I think now, and it's hard to get off of. Let's see, Messenger. I use the shit out of Messenger. It's probably my preferred messaging app, honestly. It's just so handy. There's so many fucking things you can do with Messenger. It's kind of amazing, honestly. It's really what they've done with Messenger in the last just few years is pretty amazing. It used to be pretty bare bones and nothing special, but I like it. I like Messenger a lot. A lot of people don't like it. They think government is reading their shit, but I mean, I don't do anything that I give a fuck about if the government wants to read my shit, honestly. So check me out, government, on Facebook if you want to. Don't really care. Let's get a dab here. A little dabalicious. Having to use the old flathead screwdriver today because I left the dab tool for my buddy to use. Next, we got my banking app, which I'm just surprised they even had an app for how small they are. I think they have literally 4 branches, maybe 5. Then next you have my camera app, which, like I said earlier, I keep it close to the thumb, close to the right-hand corner. I'm right-handed, so I have to keep it close to that thumb. I use the camera a lot, and actually on the S7 Edge, there's a pretty quick way to get into the camera. I think you just double-click the home button when you have the phone closed, like you actually lock the phone. I believe you just double-click the home button and it'll pop up. Then you have Black Player. Black Player is my most used app, I would say. I think that one takes the cake for most used because Black Player is my music player app. And after this dab, I will show you my music player app. Wow. Okay. Let's hop into Black Player. Now, Black Player is wow, not necessarily the most lightweight. It does use data, and it does. I think it takes up like 70 megabytes, maybe 40. I don't really remember. I think it's like 40 to 50. But most of that is it fills in all the track or the album covers that you are missing. Not all of them, but if you have a legit name, something that it I don't know. As long as it seems legit, like some of these have dashes before them and shit like that. Like that's no way to name a CD or shit like that. Like those are all these ones that you see that without the album covers. That's not real CDs. That's just torrents I've downloaded that it can't find a cover for. But most everything else you'll see on here, once we get past like the AC/DC fucking what you call it, discography and all that, you'll start seeing a lot more. There, like we're getting into them now. where it's found the album cover. Now, it can't find everything, but it does find a lot. I was really surprised by some of the ones that it filled in for me. But Black Player is my favorite app of all, for music playing. I mean, not of all, but for music playing. It's definitely one of my favorites. Worth trying if you guys haven't. If you guys are still using Google Music or Google Play Music, whatever, get off of that shit. That thing is terrible. It's the worst app, hands down. Black Player is probably my favorite. I've used a couple other ones that I liked, but I think Black Player takes the cake. Now, let's see here. We have Snapchat next, which everybody Snapchats nowadays, so I don't really have to get into that too much. You know what that is. We be snapping. Let's see. Phone down there. Gotta keep the phone close, you know. Chrome, everybody gets on the internet. I don't really do Mozilla Firefox or, what's the other one? Opera. I think there's a couple other ones. I've got the ORB Fox, I think it is. I forget what that one is. I should have not deleted those apps because I do use them a lot, but I haven't re-got them on this phone. But I think it's called OR Fox, and it's a Tor browser, so I use that a lot too. I'm surprised that I don't have it. I should actually get it right now, and I'll just show it to you guys. There it is. Tor browser, OR Fox. I've had it before, I just have to hit install. And then Orbot proxy, you have to get that also. You don't have, yeah, you have to. That gives you your connection to the Tor network. So you need the Torbot for Android in order to use OR Fox. But anyway, let's get back out of Black Player. And we will go on to the next page here. See OR Fox and Orbot, made by the same people. Apps that you need to have for Tor browsing, at least. You see my steps counter down here, 957. Yeah, that's pretty weak for today, actually. I've been under the truck all day. My phone's just been sitting charging, playing music, so that's super weak. But I'm working on it. Let's see. Let's start here with rarely clicked. I don't usually have to click uTorrent because of magnet links on websites, but uTorrent, if you know what it is, you know what it is. I don't really need to explain that one, hopefully. Not going to. So, DatPiff and live mixtapes. Whew. Dab's still getting me. DatPiff and live mixtapes are probably my two favorite underground music downloading apps. They have everybody. I mean, 2 Chainz, Lil Wayne, all those big name people are on there, Kevin Gates. But it's all their underground music that you don't see, you don't hear on the radio. It's not on, the radio, the music channels. It's not playing in the clubs. It's not the shit that you just hear every day, and I like that. Elixir just needs to be deleted. It's some It's not really bloatware. I mean, it's a lot of widgets and like built-in little things. They like temperature widgets and shit. I was messing with it for a while. I don't really use it, so probably just gonna delete that. Vagaro is a pretty badass app. I use it to make hair appointments with my dude. Probably need to make another one soon. I don't know. I just got a buzz, so it's real short right now. But Vagaro, that's my bookmark bent. It's already there. So, but I can show you like past appointments, I believe. Yeah, there it is. 2 past appointments made with this app already. App is dope. Check it out. They got like daily deals here. Let's see, view all daily deals. 25 miles, chemical, all this shit, like All this shit's 80 miles from me, 80 miles, Happy Easter specials. I mean, these are all just companies with promos and deals and shit where you get like 50% off for using this app to make an appointment. Let's get out of here. Alright. And then, what were we at, bro? Oh. Then you got YouTube Studio. Obviously, most creators have that app, or people who put content creators, I guess. I don't know. Not really a content creator, but I have put content up. So, anyway, Studio. Most YouTube Studio apps, most people that use YouTube Studio use it just to check analytics. I use it, I don't know, I guess people use it for commenting back too, but that's what I use it for most, is probably commenting back. Just because it's more of a condensed, easier way of seeing your notifications, and that's what I use it for. But at the same time, a lot of times I don't comment back because it's just negative, like hate comments, or it's just people asking if I can help make it rain anymore. And unfortunately, I can't, because that account was kicked out of all social playing. Like, I can't play Tap Titans anymore at all in the tournaments or like with you people. I can just play by myself. So I don't play Tap Titans no more. I'm trying to find a new game that you guys want me to play and would like me to get into hacking. Shoot some comments if you do see this. Let me know, because I definitely want some new ones to play. App lock, that's what I was telling you about, that I use to lock down a few of my other apps like uTorrent. What was the other one I said? The Messenger, Flickr Messenger, or whatever, or Wickr Messenger. I have a couple other apps locked down by app lock. It's just so that you use your thumbprint or your finger or whatever print you use. To unlock your phone, you can use that to unlock apps too, so that people, even if they catch you, like the cops I've heard will catch you fucking with your phone and then try to get you, and then they got your phone. But if they need more shit to get then into, like, further into the phone, it's just gonna make it more difficult. I don't know. Sometimes I get off on conspiracies or whatever, and I just get an app lock program. But it'll probably end up getting deleted because it is kind of obnoxious sometimes. Dropbox, everybody knows Dropbox. It's just a file sharing / file transfer / file up. I don't know. I guess probably people fucking fill it up full of stuff so that they don't have to fill it, like, because you don't have SD cards on your iPhones. You can probably use Dropbox to keep extra music or something. I don't know. I use it to drop APKs most of the time, and I'll put Dropbox links if I drop an APK that's modded. I'll put it on there. Google, bam, all this bullshit that I don't use. I guess supposedly these phones come with like 1.5 gigabytes or whatever of drive storage or something free. I don't know. I don't use it. Mobizen, app I'm using to record this with. I've used Mobizen pretty much on every YouTube video I've ever made, I think. Except, well, not every one of them, because there have been some that I uploaded from the back camera. Anyway, Hero Micro or Hero Macro, that's a macro making program. Basically, you can record keystroke, like if I can record taps. So if I'm playing a game like Tap Titans or Clicker Heroes, where you have to tap a lot, I can record me tapping and then just loop that over and over and over as an auto clicker. So it makes a really good auto clicker. It's not necessarily branded as an auto clicker. It's more of like a macro, because you can click here, click there, click there, click there. You can do various things in succession. It's not necessarily just a clicker on one spot over and over. But it's not necessarily as in depth of a macro program. I mean, it's more of an auto. It's just an auto clicker, pretty much. Just clicks everywhere. Bam. Then you got Showbox. Showbox, best app ever, hands down. I would check it out if I was you. I think it's only for Android, but if you're iPhone, you're probably not watching this. Anyway, Showbox, best app ever. TV, videos, movies, bam, everything. I'm going to give you a quick peak, and then I'm gonna hop out of it. But you need to get that shit. Shazam, everybody knows Shazam. If I hear a song that I don't know, I gotta check that shit out. I'll hit up Shazam. You got my account on Straight Talk because I got Straight Talk. Then Samsung Health. I'm always challenging people to step challenges. So, I don't know. If you got Samsung Health or something and I can add you, try to add me because I'm trying to fucking get some people in some contests here, man. Like, 50,000 step contest right now is what I've been doing with a couple of different people. And I've got one draw. But the rest of it, I mean, I'm winning. So, I'll be trying to get my steps in. Speedtest.net. I don't know about you guys, but I love to know how fast the Wi-Fi is I'm connected to because I'm always like super skeptical about people's internet. People will try to tell me that they got super fast internet, and I'll test it, and it's like 30 megabit, some bullshit. I just like having fast Wi-Fi, and I'm kind of addicted to always knowing how fast the Wi-Fi is where I'm at. You'll see that in the next app too, about just knowing what I'm on. Like, the next app I use, you can use on any phone, and I put it on every phone, just like Speed Test. This should be about like 89 and then like 14, I think it was the other day when I ran it. Dang, it's going to be like 12 this time. Sucks. Anyway. Then CPU-Z, love CPU-Z, tells you everything in a really basic form factor. There's no over bloatware, there's no bullshit in here you don't need to see, no ad. I said there was no ads last time, and then they got me with some ads. But usually there's not very many ads, and you can get out of them pretty quick. And this thing tells you everything, so check that out. I'm not going to click too much through it, or else it might play me an ad. But check out CPU-Z. Now, this is the app that got my audio last time, so I'm not going to go too far in depth with it. But FM radio, local FM radio. No data used, very low battery used. Headphones are the antenna cable. Next Radio. It was designed for the S7 and the S7 Edge after, I think, almost like 2 or 3 updates ago now. It's just like firmware updates. But it was designed specifically for these phones. So if you are rocking the S7 or the S7 Edge, you need to get Next Radio so you can be listening to radio close by. I don't know, sometimes it's nice to hear the radio. I do like having my music so I don't have to hear all the radio commercials, but I like listening to some talk shows a couple times, and then like country radio. I like throwing on country radio, hearing some new country. I don't know, I like the radio. So, and it's nice in case of an emergency. That's an FM band. Like, you can still get FM bands on your phone, as long as you have battery. So, not that anything's going to happen, but definitely an app to check out. I guess that's probably going to do it for this video. It's about 30 minutes now, so sorry for boring you guys if you're even probably not still around. I might do one more dab just for the good measure, and then I got to go back to working on the truck. I got to take all the door panels off of the inside, and we were changing out the little smoke vent windows, like on them old trucks, everybody smoked. So there's those little wing windows, and one of them's broke. So I got to change that out. Well, I put it off kind of all winter, and now that it's warm, I need to get to it. So that's what I'm doing. So that's why I'm back here. I'm back at the lake house where we got Wi-Fi. And I love Wi-Fi because I've not been on Wi-Fi now for like 6 months, and that sucks, man. I tell you what, not having Wi-Fi is depressing, especially when you only get 10 gigs a month. I need to get some of that unlimited, but I just can't get T-Mobile or anything like that. Like, there's nobody out here but Verizon and AT&T. I guess now they offer unlimited, but that just recently happened. And I still feel like I don't like the contract. Like, I love Straight Talk. Straight Talk doesn't penalize me for anything, ever. There's no late fees, no overage charges, no nothing, man. I don't know. Love me some Straight Talk, I'm not gonna lie. Straight Talk's the shit. Everything Mac Pro was talking about, how the shutter on the iPhone 7 or whatever is like super fucked up, going from low light. And man, this Samsung front camera is better than I think the iPhone 6, 6S, 7, all of them back camera. Whoa. Well, thank you for watching. Peace out. I will see you guys later.